Good morning, ladies. My name is Chance, and welcome to the What If Rocky Wolf, or should I say, so was in My Hero Academia. And sorry for lack of videos of the what ifs and custom cards reviews. I was overworking myself. So I decided to take a little bit of a break from it. So now I'm back, and now for the comeback on the trip thing, I might say this. This idea came to me. So during the field trip thing. So let's begin. So when I say Rocky Wolves, like what if Rocky Wolves were in My Hero Academia? And they look human, but with they could transform. That's why she could transform into a wolf if she wanted to. Or she could control rocks and turn the rocks into wolves because her quirk allows her to do it. And they obey her. So, And they all four of them, she's the main character thing I'll mostly focus on. We'll focus on and her brother, her other brother, and her sister. So, and their parents are the wolves things, like werewolves. So they live in the forest, away from humanity, and they usually stretch their legs out. And plus, So when all four of them were born with the exact same quirks, they all had but the main character, she ends up having a unique power with her quirk. She has the power of infinity and 0. That makes her the highest one. So, and her brother, this one, is number 2. Most powerfulest one. His sister, her, is number 3. And he's number 4 in rankings. So, but they all have unique gifts and quirks. The sister has that, or they all four of them have the same quirk, but they all four of them have different powers, abilities. One could basically separate reality and basically tear the entire universe to parts if she wanted to, if she was left with her own devices. Him has super strength, super speed, and the Yeah. Plus, because they could have a quirk of the couldn't make rocks and like all that stuff. Well, the basically, yeah. So, and reason why she's the third strongest one is because she actually has a power to make or in people fall in love with anyone or anything. So basically, like, if she wanted to make her sister fall in love with Zuko, she can. Or if she would make her brother fall in love with her. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's. But the downside is that and she only has to use. She has to know a person and deep thoughts. Like, not too deep, but that's. Yeah. So then the reason why he's the fourth one is because he actually has, like, what every werewolf has regeneration, immortality, can never get sick, and all that stuff. So, and the. Because, yeah, both of them, like, because there would be like two. So, let's begin. So, story goes like this. All four of them were born, and then at age of 4 and 3 and or yeah. Yeah, so all four of them had quirks of rocky wolves. That's what they're called. And Crystal Jr., Frankie, and Crimey. Or not Crimey, but I was trying to go for the mix between, like, different characters. I was going to call her Mina Nomi. That's what her name would be. Yeah. So Mina, and the rest would be like, yeah. So now, but all four of them really loves music and eating cooked meat, not like raw meat like every other werewolf does. And plus, yeah, they live in a forest, so they usually hunt and then grab their prey and then, yeah. But they move fast. I mean, faster than a normal werewolf could. So, yeah. But now, time skip to 15. All of them are 15 because all of them were born at the same time. So, 15, all four of them go to UA. And when before the 15, let's time travel back in time. At age of 5, they were close, but not like could read minds kind of close. But him, looks over at her classmate. And you know who it is. It's main protagonist of My Hero Academia, Zuko Midoriya. Here. Yeah. And yeah. So, but she ends up looking right at him. She knows that she wants to, yeah. You know how, like, some werewolf stories, they try to look for a mate thing to get married and all that stuff? Well, I think she found one inside Zuko. Every time she... Here, let's go over to... Here, this app. Not sponsored, but... Name... Sorry for all the pictures. Photos, yes. Here we go. Ready? So, every time that she sees him... Here, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on, pause. Here. So, trying to draw a little heart. Like how anime characters are... Yeah. So you got the idea. Yeah. I'm going to say that. So, but she doesn't want to tell her, like, her brothers and sisters. But she actually does like him. But she sometimes doesn't want to tell Zuko that in front of his face, because he might end up taking it a wrong way or something. But little did she know, he's also a... Oh, why? One. I know one. Raise your hand. He's also a wolf. Not a normal wolf. He's a flaming wolf. How he transforms into a wolf is simply, I'll just say simply, the flames can activate his transformation. AKA, the flames go around him and it like cocoons him inside and it turns him into a jacked up wolf. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Let me... So, yeah. So, yeah. But he's also a... Once he's in his calm state, like... Okay. Like, more chilled out. He gets... Like, Every time he enters into a room full of like girls things, like the bunch of girls, he just turned their heads and looked right at him with love in their eyes. Yeah. But one of them knows knows because every time she sees him, she blushes. That's one. So, yeah. And when they got home, or when they were walking home, of course, their brothers were at home waiting. But she tells her sister that you really like him, don't you? What do you mean? Every time every time he shows up, you blush more and more. Yeah? What's wrong with that? Is he like your soulmate or something? Like, so, yeah. And, yeah. So she's not getting what her own sister is putting down. And she ends up decided. Yeah, sorry. She said, "Where are you going for this? I'm not following." Oh, I think he is her mate. Okay, so yeah, and she's not the only one that has a crush on someone, wants to make them their mate. Their brother chose. I will tell you this. He chose Ochako. Here. Ochako. Yeah, that girl. Oh. So, now time skip to 15. So they go to UA and they do all this same stuff in Canada. You don't go over. And they basically. So she gets teleported where Zuko was at. And Wrong Girl was basically got teleported to somewhere else. And yeah. So and Manadder was somewhere completely different. And so they were alone on a ship thing. And she walks up slowly because she knows that she's gonna be embarrassed to say it. But she says, Zuko, whom, as I'm trying to go back and forth. So, Zuko looks at her. her with concerned look, on his face. And so she says that that Yuzuku, whom made, or because she loves him and she confessed her feelings to him, as his face, I don't know how to spell embarrassment. I can't spell correctly, so yeah, here it is. Embarrassed. So, yeah, embarrassed. And, of course, funny enough, he was so, like, embarrassed. Or that she thought he was just gonna, like, dump her into the water again. But instead, he walks up to her, because they were inside of the boat cabinet things, like as he was so embarrassed, so he cut him at the right time. Yeah, because he was so embarrassed. Because, funny enough, during the same time, he loved her too. No. But he doesn't want to show it because because how embarrassed he was. Plus, he's still getting used to talking to girls normally. So then after the USJ thing, and she kind of feels embarrassed that because she thought he didn't accept who she is. But, after, like, it was after school thing, so they go to class. Or, no, they go back to their homes. Or she was walking by herself. Or, because her brothers and sisters going home, or was at home already before. So she's like basically was like, she could not stop thinking about Zuko. And she was so embarrassed, to confess to her love to Zuko. But luck would have it, because Zuko walked with her and, or actually stopped her, and told her that you kind of surprised me. And she turns her head, or actually, she could hear Zuko says, "She kind of surprised me, first of all." And Zumi was her, or Zuko's sister, so she was, he told her that one of the other classmates surprised her, or surprised him about it. Yeah. I agree. So, yeah. Basically, and his sister, Zuko's sister, Zumi, giving him cred about it. Just like how she got cred from her sister, too. So, but it was reversed. You like her, don't you? As his face becomes blushed, as he's... Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 minute. Sorry about that. Yeah. Zuko ends up, and yeah. So Zuko, who was kind of embarrassed because, yeah, but he made a little bit of a quiet sound, like he said, yeah, it was a little bit quieter than only to Zumi, but she picked it up as her face starts to blush. So he really does like me, as she says to herself. He was just too embarrassed to say it in front of me. As she walks away. No. So then, please wait for part 2 to be filmed. Now I'm gonna go check if what's... Okay? So, peace out, y'all. Peace.